Alex, Jalen was just talking about how gritty your secondary unit is, and with all the new guys coming in, can you talk to us a little bit about like the differences between last year's unit and this year's unit and what you've seen?
Oh yeah, we definitely been way more competitive, like more gritty, more aggressive. Like when we play, just because amongst each other, we like talking smack to each other. Like we gonna get more picks, we have more pass breakups and stuff like that. So we just know what it was last year. We know we gotta get better. So just leadership from the corners and from the safeties, just working together, just trying to make sure the linebackers and the D line don't go worry about nothing behind them. Like they can do their job and put their trust into us.
It seems like there's a couple different body types you have in the safety room. How specialized are some of the guys versus interchangeable at 3 different spots?
Oh yeah, it's definitely, you got people that are in the 210 range, people in the 190 range, like, so it's definitely a good thing that we can sit here and have interchangeable people, because we can have people that play field safety and some people that play nickel, some people that can go down and be a linebacker if they wanted to. So it definitely opens up like stuff for our defense, things we can do, put different people in different places. So I feel it's a very good thing that we have that versatility.
Alex, Taiwan's been a guy that we've heard a lot about and saw a little glimmer of what he could do in the spring game. What have you seen from him and how big of an impact has his leadership been in the safety room?
Yeah, no, Taiwan's definitely helped our position group a lot, and even the secondary. He's a very experienced football player. He's been in college his 5th year and stuff like that. And he's very witty. He knows what's going on the field. He learned to play with fast. He fly around, makes plays. He brings a lot of energy too. Like he talks smack and all that. So he definitely gets us going for sure.
You looking forward to voting for the single digits?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, I'm excited for that.
Have you asked whether you're going to vote for yourself? What are the rules around all that?
I don't know, honestly. I think it's really in the coach's hands, but I'm just excited to see who gets it. That's all.
What kind of expectations do you have for yourself for the season? You know, what are your goals?
One, I want to be a captain on this team. I want to have that leadership role. Like I'm still doing it without the title, but I want to do that for our team. I want to be able to make plays on the field, do my best part that I can. Like, there's not too much. I don't want the accolades and all that stuff. I just want to win. Honestly, it's just if we're winning, then the good things for me individually will come with it. So that's all I can really say about that.
I think it was a month down the road, but you remember the Akron quarterback? You remember much about those guys?
That was like the past for me. But I remember they got a good skill athletes. So that's the one thing I do remember. They're very agile, and even watching a little bit of film on them from last year, like they can get in space and make something happen. So they're not being looked over at all.
You mentioned being a captain, something you want to achieve to be, but you back up without the title. What would you say your approach is, each day and amongst the off season?
I'm really a person that just tries to get to know like my teammates like as much as I can, because you can't get to know everybody to a deep level like without actually talking to them and figuring out like their background and stuff like that. For me personally, when I get on the field, I'm in the weight room, like I talk smack to people like just to get the reaction out of them, just to be like, oh, I can do this better than you. So like that's the approach that I take. Everyone has a leadership role differently. You have the vocal people, you have people that do stuff by example, and I feel as though I'm more on the side of just doing stuff and getting people to compete. Like, if you compete amongst each other, like once we get on the field with each other, it's not going to be nothing to them to go sit here and go against somebody else, because we've been going at it with each other all camp, all summer, all spring ball. So that's one approach that I take.
When you talk about competing, all off season, can you tell us about going up against the offense and, what have you seen from those guys? What's it like just, going out and working with them, trying to get better together?
Oh yeah, it's definitely gotten way more competitive amongst offense and defense. Even from last year, like me personally, me and EJ talk smack to each other every other day. It's like, you gonna throw me a pick today, or what's going on. It's like we go back and forth all the time. And with the receivers, like it's like you're letting them know, like you're not about to sit here that you're gonna score every practice. Like you're going to have to work for it. And the same thing go for them too. When they catch a ball, when they score, they talk smack right back to us. So it's definitely gonna be very competitive tomorrow. So yeah.
How are the summer workouts in, like, you know, the hottest summer we've had in Phillips?
It's good. It's work. That's all it is. You can't really sit here and worry about the weather too much, raining or not. Our strength coaches don't really, as long as it's not lightning, we're working out outside. That's what's got to get done, because when we're on the field and it start raining, they can pause in the game enough and we have to keep going. So it helps us create a good mindset too. Like no excuses. Just go do what you got to do. That's pretty much it.
Do you think showed some improvements in the summer in the weight room? Is there anyone that stands out?
Elijah Derriville, another safety. Me and him talk about each other too, as in who lifts the most weight out of the people in our lift group. Jalen McMurray, he's one of them. Ben Osweke, he's the person that's in the weight room that's doing what he needs to do. Taiwan, a lot of the receivers, John Adams, Shaq, a lot of them guys, like, it's just a competitive nature of the weight room. This is everybody's getting better. Like, you have no choice but to sit here and do what you gotta do, because if you're not, you're gonna get called out for it. So I'll say everybody.
Okay. Thanks, Alex.